Have you ever noticed that everywhere you turn lately, somebody is talking about data centers? Some folks act like they're the greatest thing since sliced breads, and other folks act like it's like the beginning of the apocalypse. And honestly, I'm guessing the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle between both stories. Hey, I'm John Ruckman, living in Maryland, and today I want to talk about a very touchy subject called data centers. Not from a political angle, not from a for them or against them angle, but from like a practical, everyday Maryland resident angle. Because honestly, the devil is really in the details. So if you've ever heard the term data center, it's basically a giant building that's filled with computer servers. You know, like the same computer, you have your computer at home. Those servers store information, process data, and the digital world running. Every time you stream Netflix or watch YouTube or use Google Maps, save photos to the cloud, ask Alexa a question, or even watch one of my videos, guess what? You're using a data center somewhere. In fact, without them, much of the internet simply doesn't work, doesn't exist. Now here's where things get really, really interesting. Many people oppose a data center because they can be large. They use a lot of electricity and they can change the characteristic of an area. And in some cases, residents worry about noise or traffic during construction or, long-term environmental impacts. These are legitimate concerns. And communities absolutely deserve answers before major projects move forward. But there's another side of the conversation too. I mean, years ago, people said similar things about cell phone towers. Remember that? I mean, nobody wanted the tower near their neighborhood. Then, like everybody wants 5 bars of signal. I mean, the same thing happened with high-speed internet. People didn't want infrastructure, but until they wanted faster downloads, and then streaming services showed up, then remote work, then cloud storage, then artificial AI or intelligence. Now, most of us expect information to appear instantly when we tap a screen or ask Alexa. The reality is convenience requires infrastructure, and the infrastructure has to go somewhere. So where do I personally stand? I think communities should ask the tough questions. Developers should be completely transparent. I think residents deserve to know exactly what's being proposed, and I think the local governments should carefully weigh both benefits and the drawbacks, because this isn't a simple good versus bad issue. It's a balancing act. Economic development, technology, property rights, environmental concerns. I mean, there's quality of life. I mean, they're all a part of the conversation. So, at the end of the day, whether you're talking about data centers, cell phone towers, highways, power lines, most of us, me included, want the benefits. The challenge is figuring out where and how those things get built. And that's the real discussion that should be happening. Not with fear, not with slogans or witty sayings, but with facts. Because when it comes to data centers, data, the devil really is in the details. That's my 2 cents. I'm just kind of curious what you think. Would you support data center near you or near your community? Or do you think the cost outweigh the benefits? Drop a comment below and let me know. And, of course, if you're thinking about moving to Maryland, buying or selling a home, give me a quick call at 410-888-1421. I'm John Ruckman. I'll see you on the next video.